Hello friends, I was sent this item for a review and we'll do a quick review on it. It is a magnifier lamp. Anybody who's followed my channel for a while knows that I use one of these and mine's pretty crusty and old, so I was happy to accept this. Looks like it's got feet for the base. It's a somewhat of a heavy package, mostly because of that base is weighted. So anyway, looks like we have some adjustments here. We have a dust cover. Now, obviously you can use it as just a lamp if needed, if wanted, desired, whatever. Let's see here. Power adapter. Here's the mount for the or here, say your table top or something. This is the way my existing one mounts. I do not have one with a base. This makes it so that you can move it around, and I think that's pretty convenient. I think I'll be using this one in the garage because I move things around quite a bit in the garage. Seems like we need to put those feet on. So we have a set of instructions, pretty basic, just a one-page sheet. It is all in English, which is nice. They are 3M, always a good sign. What you may want to do is clean the surface with rubbing alcohol first. I'm putting these at an angle. I'm not putting them straight. Very solid piece. So what I noticed about this thing is that it's a bit smaller than the one I have. So that's one thing. I'd say the arm is, well, it's as long as my arm. You know, maybe 18 inches fully extended, something like that. Maybe 20. Okay. Alright, so this has a hole in it that you can line up with the screw. It's a little bit bindy because of the paint finish that was put onto it, but it seems to go together okay. So this has a similar situation. Okay, this is interesting. So the one that fits on the table top, the clamp, has a collar that this screw tightens. What that means is that you'd be able to rotate this when it's clamped. But the way this is designed, understandably so, you can't rotate it. But you wouldn't want to, because if you rotated it and extended it, the whole thing would fall over. So there's a little bit of a movement here, but not much. So basically this is a matter of orienting this whole thing to suit your needs. So that's the way that works. So let's plug this in and see how it looks. It just has a plug on the end. Firmly put that on. Now, according to the instructions, there are these two adjustments here. One is for cool white LEDs, and the other one is for warm light LEDs. One type. Okay, there's the cold light. That's cold light. So the cold light, these are not labeled, so, but you can tell by the color, I guess. But the one on the left, when you're facing the label correctly, is the cold white, and the one on the right is the warm light. And you can put them both up. Guess, yep. So it's kind of cool. You can adjust the color temperature. And I'm going to put up on the screen how much magnification this is. I don't remember, and it's not listed here. I should probably explain the point of having two different color temperature lamps on a device such as this. especially when magnifying. Oftentimes in different color temperatures, colors will appear differently, and sometimes it's necessary to tell the difference between two colors. Here we have a standard UTP Cat5 cable, and we have the orange and the brown together here, and if we illuminate it with the incandescent or warm white light, you can see that the difference between them has been minimized. And then if we switch over to a bright light, I need to bring it down a little bit. Okay, there is the bright LED. So depending on what it is you're working on, oftentimes it's better to have the bright white LED, the higher color temperature. Bright white, warm white. This is going to make all the difference in the world. Sometimes in my existing magnifier, I have to grab an LED flashlight and use it to supplement the other light. This one basically has that built in, so I think that's a really good feature. In fact, I've never heard of that feature on a magnifier before. We have some adjustments here. We're going to adjust this. This is basically a ball joint. Well, it's actually kind of unique. It's two pieces, flat pieces of metal sandwiched together like this, with a shaft going through them. So there's a cutout in the two pieces of metal. So you can squeeze those two pieces of metal, and it both clamps the rotational force this way and the rotational force this way. Captures, clamps it. So yeah. Get it really down close here. And of course, the further away you move it, the more magnification you get. And yeah. Ooh. Why does that feels like glass to me. I think it is. Yeah, so very nice, very nice. So anyway, I'm pretty impressed with this product. I recommend that you get it if you need something like this. There is an Amazon link in the description of this video if you feel inclined to buy this item. And that's it. Overall positive review. Thanks for joining me, friends. We'll see you next time.